The new shooting difficulty for NBA 2K23. A lot of folks out there, I know a lot of you players out there are wondering how shooting is going to be in 2K23. Are you going to be able to shoot very similar to NBA 2K22? Mike Wang confirms that that's all changed. For 2K23, you guys are gonna have, there's gonna be a skill gap. You guys are gonna have to learn how to shoot without using crutches like sniper or real player percentage. I want to reference this first tweet sent out by Mike Wang. He says, a lot of people ask, what 3-point rating is needed to be consistent in 2K23? Because of course, consistency is subjective to the player. Some players shooting 20% consider that consistent. Some players feel you need to shoot 100% in order to be considered consistent. So that's subjective. He goes on to say it depends on what you consider consistent, your shot selection and stick skills. But if you plan to shoot a lot of threes, I personally would try to go mid to high 80s at a minimum. Now keep in mind, he said mid to high 80s and at a minimum. That's really important to take note of. I want to tell you guys my experience in 2K22. I know a lot of you guys were shooting with very low three balls and possibly shooting very consistent. But I've been doing that all year with an 83 ball, shooting fairly consistent, but I didn't feel 100% comfortable with every shot I took. Over the last couple weeks, I've been running with an 86 three ball, shooting way more consistently, feeling comfortable when I get my hands on the rock to shoot it and it's gonna go in green. I personally believe 86 is gonna be that threshold because 86 used to be a threshold way back when for a lot of years. I think 2K is reverting back to that type of threshold. Mike Wang adds to this tweet by saying, but some of you sweats will probably be able to get by with high 70s. Either way, be prepared for a tougher shooting year than last year online, at least until you get your ratings up and your badges equipped. It's sounding to me more like 2K21 current gen. When that was first released, it was very difficult to shoot until you got your badges and your ratings up, and then you were shooting lights out. And Badge Plug responds to this tweet saying, at least until you get your ratings up and your badges equipped, in quotations. He says, so how much does it change when you badged out? You can't leave us on that. Mike Wang responds saying, even fully maxed out, field goal percentages should be significantly lower than what we saw in 22. And a lot of folks out there were shooting at a super high clip on 2K22. Everybody seems to be consistent. If you put on, if you had a big out there with a 78, 79 type of three ball, you were hitting fairly consistent, knocking down your shots. And as you guys see, Mike Wang said shooting percentages are definitely going to change for 2K23. So all you sniper made folks, you real player percentage players out there are going to be suffering on 2K23. You got to make the adjustment. So considering the idea that you do want to make a big for NBA 2K23, but you just want to be able to shoot, let's say, out of the corners, will you guys be able to do that with a low 3-point rating in NBA 2K23? Mike Wang weighs in on this topic when someone asks him, what about making a center build that has a 75 three ball? Can that be effective? Or we're going play shots and paint beasts all over again? Mike Wang responds to that saying stretch bigs can be very effective. 75 3-point might be a little low for most people, but if you're really good with shot timing and take wide open J's, you can be a threat on NBA 2K23. I think the biggest thing to make note of is that there is going to be a shooting skill gap. You're gonna have to get your ratings up, you're gonna have to get your badges equipped, and then you'll start shooting more consistently. I have personally decided to go with a higher three ball for NBA 2K23. I'm thinking I'm gonna start out with something like an 86 to make sure I meet any threshold. As you guys noticed, Mike Wang said mid to high 80s at a minimum if you guys want to shoot consistently on 2K23. And when someone asked Mike Wang what's his favorite change from 2K22 to 2K23, he says my favorite thing is probably the shooting skill gap. Are you guys prepared for that shooting skill gap on 2K23? Let me know in the comment section below. Do you think 2K will be able to stick to their guns and hold up to these huge changes against the 2K community's uproar and cries for the shooting difficulty change? I'd love to hear your thoughts about this. Let me know in the comment section below. We're gonna go live a little later on today because we got a lot to talk about with all these tweets that Mike Wang has sent out. So I definitely hope to catch you on the live stream. And don't forget, if you guys are looking for players to run with on 2K22 in preparation for 2K23, join our Discord. The link for Discord will be in the description below. Drop a like, drop a sub on your way out. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Easy, y'all.